Aloha YouTubers, Doom143, and I'm back with another comic haul. Man, I have just been beaten the F down by this flu. I've been trying to watch as much videos as possible, but man, I just had no energy to making comments, so sorry. I've been I have just been laid out by this flu, and it's just been crazy. I tried to bring out a couple videos last night just to kind of get back into it. I had an awesome act of kindness from Mark Rivera, and I also had a super easy contest entry that I decided to do for Exit Zero Comics, just to kind of get my feet wet again, because man, this flu really took me out. And there are a couple of guys in this community, seekingnmcomics and Freddy's 562, that just would check up on me, make sure I'm okay and stuff. And yeah, I'm good. It's just just kind of got beaten down by it. So just wanted to give some shout outs to some people, of course, like I said, seekingnmcomics and Freddy's 562. You got my boys like Kyle Rowe, Big Rig, Soul Comics, Davis Comic Finds, Tat Comics, AG Surfer. Just wanted to say what's up, guys. Haven't given shout outs in a while. Alex the Comic Hoarder, great guy. Just want to shout him out. Alex and myself, we still have our contest going on until February 10th. I'll leave a link to both of our contests. It's actually one contest, but you got to watch both videos to kind of see the prizes and to understand how the roulette part plays into it. We've been very humbled. Last couple of contest entries we got in were from like King of the Golden State. Thank you so much. That was an awesome entry. Love your AF15 5.5. That's super awesome, man. That's really awesome. Pop.comics, Rob Wise Guy. Man, Rob Wise Guy is an awesome guy. If you guys are not subscribed to Rob, he's so awesome, man. Marco 808. All these guys are awesome. But PD Hobbies and Comic Brains. So those are kind of like some of the recent entries. We're almost, I think one of these papers, I think it's like 28 lines, and so we almost filled up 2 of these pages. So that's almost what is that, 56 entries? So almost there. We're probably at about 50 entries right now, and it's still a lot of time to kind of get you guys entries in. And so myself and Alex definitely want to thank you for the support. It's kind of about it for all of that stuff. Just wanted to get into this comic haul just because it's kind of building up, and it's stuff that I've already had in, and I was gonna do a haul, but then the freaking flu just took me out. And so I finally felt better like yesterday, and I found some killer stealth, well, I would say one killer stealth buy that I'm super stoked about. Alright, let's get into this haul. First of all, I gotta thank seekingnmcomics. He dropped this book down. He actually dropped 2 books, and I'll show you the second one. So the first one he dropped was this one, Dollface #1. I think he said this one's limited to 3,000. The artist on this is Howard. Super stoked when he gave me this. It's a gorgeous book. He told me to go ahead and give it a read and stuff. I kind of heard some reviews on this book and how interesting it was, and so I'm super stoked. He just dropped these by last night, and so that was really cool of him. It's a gorgeous cover. I really like it, and we'll kind of see where the doll face goes. So he gave me this one, and he gave me the Mendoza variant, and I think he said this one was limited to 2,000. So super stoked to have that one as well. Really awesome, man. Thank you so much, Seeking Image. Could not thank him enough, especially when you're not feeling well. It's pretty cool. Okay, this one is kind of interesting. I actually took it out of the black poly bag that it usually comes in, but that's because it's in my own PC and I didn't want to leave it there. But this one is Age of Ultron, book number 10. This is the 1 in 100 Angela sketch variant. So this is Angela's first appearance in the Marvel Universe. For people that may not know, Angela is actually from Image. She came out of the Spawn comics, Spawn number 9. But not too sure about the logistics or what it is of how she ended up being a Marvel character, or how actually Marvel ended up owning the rights. Sorry if you just a FYI, if I end up pausing, it's because I'm probably coughing like crazy or something. All right, anyway, so this is Age of Ultron, book number 10, first appearance of Angela, but in the Marvel universe. And supposedly there's and no, I don't quote me on this, but supposedly she might end up in the Guardians of the Galaxy show. Somehow they're gonna put her in that Guardians of the Galaxy movie that's coming out, and we'll see if it happens. That's just a speculation, but this is again her first appearance in Marvel, but her actual first appearance is Spawn number 9, so pick this one up. Pretty stoked to have that one in my collection. It's not a cheap book too, it's about a $60 book. I'm not too sure why I picked this one up, but I did anyway. I picked this one up for $2. Just a set cover. It's probably why I picked it up. This is A versus X. This is the Avengers side. So if you notice, like the Avengers side will be colored, and then the X-Men side will be black and white. And it says I'm with the Avengers. And so this is a variant that I picked up for $2. I think this one goes for about $12. The Mighty Captain Marvel, Scotty Young. Picked this up for my wife. She's a huge Scotty Young fan. She's a huge Scotty Young fan, but it has to be cute. So she doesn't like just any Scotty Young stuff. Like it has to be like super cute. So anyway, that's why I picked that one up. That's just basically for my wife. I can't wait because I just kind of saw a shipment delivery notice on my email for my 1 in 50 Alex Ross, and I really can't wait till that book comes out. It's just Mighty Captain Marvel number 1, but it's the Alex Ross variant, and I just can't wait for that one. And I'm not talking about the black and white one too. I'm talking about the colored one. The black and white, or the gray and white, the one with the gray trimming around. That one is a 1 per store variant. This one is Aquaman, number 15. Honestly, I just picked this up just for the painted cover. I just thought it was really sick. It's one of those. I work in Waikiki, and one of the things you'll see a lot in Waikiki is a lot of art galleries and stuff, and I'm always drawn to art galleries, and you always see paintings like this, and I could only imagine owning the original art painted version of this. I mean, that would be very humbling. That'd be very, very humbling. This is pretty sick. I'm not too sure I'm not too sure who did the art on this. I think I did check it out. I think I did do a little research, but again, like I said, I was under the weather, so I just kind of like just blew it off. It's just like whatever. But it's a gorgeous cover, and that's basically why I picked it up. For most of you guys that don't know me, I'm a huge cover collector, and that's really all it takes for me to pick up a cover. I read some stuff, but it's mostly independent stuff that I read, and I think I've said that like I think I must have said that like 20 times by now. Another book that I just picked up for the cover, Catwoman number 3. Nothing, you know, nothing about it, just purely for the cover. I found another one of these for like $2. This is just Addy Granoff and his twist on Gamora, and I thought that was pretty cool. Gamora is kind of making a big scene right now in the comic world. She just, you know, she has her own comic right now. She has this super sick Matina variant that's out that everybody's chasing. I kind of missed the boat on that. I was actually aware of it when it first came out, and I just didn't pull the trigger. I didn't think the cover was all that hot, and then now I'm like, man, I should have bought it. But anyway, this is Annihilation Conquest Nova number, I don't know what number this is, number 6. And so yeah, just pick this up. Addy Granoff always does great work, so super stoked to have this in my collection. What else we got? Omega Men number 10. So this is the first full Lobo story. So so yeah, that's why I picked this up. So Omega Men number 10, first full Lobo story. So super stoked to have this in my collection. I think this is around a $10 book. I think I got it for like $3, so super stoked to have that one as well. Lobo's making a comeback as well, so you know, definitely one of those books to own. So yeah, super stoked to own that. I could not believe I found this at my LCS, just in the racks. Like, I couldn't believe I actually found this. God Country number 1. This is cover A, and sorry, I had to take a drink. But yeah, I honestly I couldn't believe that I actually found this, because I mean, you don't expect it to be on the shelf just hanging out. You know what I mean? You expect this stuff to be gone. This book right here, I like the fact that it's you know, how do I explain this? I don't like the book because of what it's representing to our market, the market that our comic state is in right now. This book literally went to $15 on the day that it came out, for no other reason than the fact that it was an image and it was a #1. And you know, people were like, I missed out on The Walking Dead, I don't want to miss out on The Walking Dead again. And then I missed out on 7 to Eternity, I don't want to miss out on 7 to Eternity again. And so now, you know, people are just speculating already before people even like read the book. So it's kind of crazy where this market is. If you are a seller, then definitely now's a great time for you. If you're a buyer, now's not a good time. Like, it's not a good time to buy comics as far as like prices go. Like it's so inflated right now. But I think this is a good comic to have, just so you know where the indicator basically is. All right, so a couple of stealth buys that I made yesterday. So this one was pretty cool. This is a Sensational She-Hulk number 40. So this book actually has a little history to it, as far as I think it was John Byrne who really was getting a lot of slack for all of the She-Hulk stuff that he was doing. If you guys have this, you guys know about this one. So like the first 2, 3, 4 pages, it looks like she's jump roping naked, and then you find out that she actually wasn't naked, she just had like a bathing suit on. I know John Byrne got a lot of slack for that. He's probably let go, and yeah, it was pretty crazy like how he got in so much trouble for this stuff. But I like the She-Hulk. I think she's funny. I like this version, the whole fourth wall breaking She-Hulk, and I thought that was pretty cool. Like this series is actually one of the underrated series right now that's out there, and definitely something as far as a collector you should be looking into. So this is a Sensational She-Hulk 40. This book actually can go up to like $30-something. It's but I got it for like $2, so super stoked to have found this one of my stealth buys. It does have blemishes on the top over here and a little bit on the bottom. Nothing really crazy. It'll probably take it down to about a $20 book, but for $2, super stoked to have. Gen 13 number 1, I think this is cover D. Again, a book that normally goes for about, man, what do I price this out at? I think if I say $12, then I might be going a little low, but maybe safe. So Gen 13 number 1, I think this is cover D, and this is J. Scott Campbell. So it's pretty cool. Like, this picture right here is basically what happens at the end of the book, where she starts hulking out and stuff. And so yeah, this is a pretty cool book to own. Gen 13. I bought it mostly by J. Scott Campbell, but for $2, again, could not leave it there. $12 book, super minty condition. This is a crispy one to own. Talk about J. Scott Campbell. I found another one, Vampirella Lives, number 3, and again another gorgeous J. Scott Campbell cover. Again, goes for about $12. I got it for $2. Super stoked to have found that one as well. Add that to my collection. I actually found 2 of these, and I gave one to seekingnmcomics last night. Well, he gave me a couple of his books, and yeah, super stoked to have found these for just way under the value. So a couple of small stealthy buys, but I wouldn't even consider those stealth. I would probably consider them cheap. This one right here though, this one was a stealth buy all day. So my boy wanted, I think, so I have a friend here who owns a comic shop, and he had this one listed at $16. I did stack a whole bunch of books together, and he priced it out at $35, and then he goes, but I'll give you the whole stack for $25. So basically this book came down to about 10 bucks, but this is easily about $120 to $180 book right here. This thing is in near mint. It is super crispy, nothing wrong, no ticks, no dings, nothing wrong with this book. If I was to get it graded, it would probably definitely come back a 9.8, maybe a 9.6 at the absolute worst. Super stoked by. I'm gonna just call it like a $150 book. First printing, Danger Girl. This is not the platinum. There is a version where there's a platinum over here. That book goes for about $5, sometimes a little bit higher. But this one is, you know, one of the sought after J. Scott Campbell Danger Girl books. So this is Danger Girl #2. This is the smoking gun variant, and yeah, $150 book for $10. Definitely take it all day. Super stoked to have found that one. And again, another cheap book that I found at his place, Master of the Universe #1. This is about a $10 book. Again, found this one for $2. So super stoked to have that. So yeah, sorry. Sorry about these guys. Little small pauses here and there just to kind of take care of my sickness. But yeah, super stoked to own this Master of the Universe #1. This is not his first appearance into comics. I think the first appearance into comics was, I'm not too sure, but I know there's like Superman and He-Man on the cover. I could be wrong. This could be the first miniseries. But yeah, this is an easy a $10 book. He gave it to me for I think $2, so super stoked to own that one as well. And this next book has absolute no value, but it has a lot of value to me. When I was a kid, I absolutely loved this movie. And when I saw that he had this comic book in his store in this absolute near mint condition, I couldn't believe it. So this is Crawl #1. This is an old school movie, man. Like this is an old school movie, and I remember watching this movie and absolutely loving this movie. I really honestly thought the world of this movie, and when this comic came out, when it first came out, I remember buying it and just cherishing it and loving it and reading it. And I could never find it. I'm sure I could have looked on eBay, but I just didn't. But then I found this in his comic shop, and I just had to add it. He actually just threw this in. He's all like, yeah, you can just have it. It doesn't work much value-wise, but for me personally, it's super stoked to have found that. Again, being the cover guy that I am, I had to pick up this Wolverine. Never seen this one before. X-Men Deadly Genesis. This is a #1 variant. Just a sick Wolverine cover. I mean, again, one of those where I think I've said this a couple of times. Anytime superheroes are in the rain, that's a big thing. But if you're gonna put them in the rain and put them on fire, that's an extra bonus, I guess. Cool. Only Wolverine would be ready to kick some ass while his head and his shoulders are on fire. So, but hey, whatever's, man. All right. And a couple of last books here. Nothing crazy. The New Mutants Annual #6. This is the first appearance of the X-Force in a pinup. I just found this again. Anytime I find these, the X-Force movie is supposed to be the third Deadpool movie. So anything X-Force related right now, I'm just kind of trying to pick them up. So this one has a pinup inside of the comic. That's the first appearance of the X-Force team, and yeah, so it doesn't really go for much, to be quite honest. But as we get closer to the X-Force movie, I'm sure this is one of those books that's going to creep up a little bit. Maybe start hitting $10. I don't know. Don't quote me on that as well. And this last book I found, super stoked to have found this. I want to make sure I do this right. Sorry, I thought I had all this prepped out. Okay, so let me leave this book there. Okay, so for you guys that may know or may not know, I guess. All right, so let's take a look at this real quick. So this is X-Force #1. All right, so this is a sealed bag, poly bag book that came out, you know, a while ago. There's a bunch of these. You can find them all day in the dollar bins. So just to drop a little knowledge on you guys, some of these actually go for a little bit. All right, so I'll show you what to look for. So the first of all, you want to make sure that they're still poly bagged. The second thing you want to look for is you want to make sure that there's the card inside. So the ones you want to get is, right now the hot one is, you want to get the one with the Deadpool card. And just to let you know, there are some comics out there that have the negative variant of Captain America. So Captain America here, right now he's black and white, but there is a negative variant of it where he is white and black. You see that one? So how it's like done white with black, and then there's the black and white one over there. So these ones are actually a little bit sought after more, and these will cost a little bit more. So these are basically dollar books, $2 books all day, right? The ones with the negative variants, these will probably run you about maybe $5. But every once in a while, you'll get lucky and you will find yourself a Deadpool with a negative variant. And so this one is like a good, like this is a good $15 book right here. Super stoked to have found this one. I couldn't believe I found this. I actually have another version of this coming in that's actually even more rare than this version. This is basically the most rarest version, one of the most rarest version of this that you can own. So it's the X-Force #1 sealed polybag Deadpool card with the negative variant. That's definitely one of the hardest ones to find. Like, it's not impossible, but it's definitely one of the hardest ones to find. But I actually have another one that actually beats this one. And yeah, and when that comes in, I'll show you guys as well. Alright guys, that was pretty much my haul. There's a couple of great contests that's going on right now that I definitely want to do, and not get those out of the way, but definitely want to get them, I guess, out of the way because of football games. Alright guys, shoots and mahalos.